Welcome to Subramani. If you remember, there's a phrase which we learnt in school which said time is money, right? Who said that? Benjamin Franklin. And he said that long ago. And what he meant may have been something different from what we think it means. When teachers or your parents told you time is money, you thought they were telling you that time is very precious like money, so you have to be very careful. In fact, perhaps time is more precious than money, because once it goes, it doesn't come back, right? But I am going to talk about something slightly different. When you are young and you are earning money, you don't think too hard, right? When the first time I earned some money was when I did articles, which was I was doing my CA, and I used to earn 60 rupees a month. Now, I never thought of that as my income. I just thought of that as my pocket money. I never really translated that into much of my needs, because for my needs I was still taking money from my dad. So that time it didn't feel, but later on when you start buying things with your own money, one question which we should ask but we do not ask is how much is this money worth in terms of time? Let us talk of a guy who is earning say 7 lakhs a year and he buys a house for 1 crore, right? Now, he cannot afford the house, so somebody else has to make the down payment. So what is the kind of a size that he can really afford? He can afford only about 20-25 lakhs. He can't afford a house bigger than that. So let us talk of a guy who's bought a house worth 50 lakhs and he's earning about 10 lakhs a year. Now, even on 10 lakhs, what has happened is he's bought a house for 50 lakhs, but some father or somebody has made a down payment of 15 lakhs. So he still has to pay a EMI of about 25,000 rupees, which is okay, and he's able to pay. I'm not getting into that, but the question is, a house of 50 lakhs, somebody has to pay for it. And assuming that he's borrowed the whole amount or most of the amount, it's going to take him 20 years to repay, and he will repay about 1 crore, because that is the kind of interest that he will be paying on it. Now, if a guy is earning 10 lakhs and he's going to repay 1 crore, it means he's buying 10 years of housing. Are you getting this? 1 crore, which is 50 lakhs plus 50 lakhs, which is what he will repay. So 50 lakhs plus 50 lakhs is 1 crore divided by 10 lakhs, which is his current income. So 10 years of his life. Okay, a guy starts earning at the age of 23, finishes at the age of 55, 60, which means about 35 years of service. Let's say 30 years of service. Out of his 30 years of service, he is going to give up 10 years for that house, right? And he'll give up 2 years, 3 years for a car, and maybe 2-3 cars, so another 6-7 years, 8 years gone in the car. And I mean, when I'm talking of 7-8 lakhs income, let us assume for a minute that it is 7-8 lakhs of post-tax income. So I'm talking only of the post-tax income, and this is the kind of time that he's got to trade for the things that he buys. So before you buy anything, just think, is it worth the time? Suppose I'm earning 1,000 rupees a day and I'm buying something for 30,000 rupees. It's a question is, do I want to work for one full extra month to buy that laptop or something like that, right? Or maybe I'm earning 10,000 rupees a day, so it is 3 lakhs per month. So when I see a new camera, I look at it and say, do I want to buy this new camera which costs about 3 lakhs? The question is, then I recoil in horror saying, oh my God, no, right? So depending on your income, take either your gross income or your net income. I think it makes more sense to take the net income, because gross income is only theory, right? If 20% or 30% of that is going away in tax, why even consider it? Second, consider the full repayment. Don't just consider the cost of your car or cost of your house. See how much you are going to repay HDFC over the next 20 years. So EMI into 12 into 20, right, into 240. If you're going to pay 240 installments of 1 lakh each, it means 2.4 crores. If you're going to pay installments of 50,000 each, it means 1.2 crores. That is the total cost of your house, apart from the brokerage and all that you have already paid, and apart from the down payment that you have made, that plus this 2.4 crores or 1.2 crores, whatever you're going to pay, that is the total cost of your house. Yes, of course, you're not paying everything today, you're paying it over a period of 20-30 years, whatever loan period you borrowed for. So that is true, but every purchase that you make, every vacation that you take, every shirt that you buy, or every big asset at least that you buy, translate it into time. Do not just translate it into money. Don't ask, can I afford 8 lakhs? The question to ask is, I am buying this 8 lakh rupee car, along with the interest I will be repaying about 12 lakhs. That is my annual salary. Do I want to put in 1 year effort to buy this car which I will use for 5 years or 6 years, right? That is the question to ask. This will push you back and you will say, let me not replace my car. Why do I use it only for 5 years? Why can't I use it for 9? Why can't I use it for 11, right? Or when you're buying a house, you translate that and ask your wife that, look, if I buy this house now, next 20 years that I have to repay the loan, I will have to be employed. And out of the next 10 years income, everything goes into repaying for the house. Yes, I'm going to repay it over 20 years, but yes, it is 10 years income gone, right? Or this car is 2 years income gone, or this trip to Europe is 2 years income gone. Do I want to do that? Remember, money and time are fungible. So you decide whether you want to. I'm not saying going to Europe for a vacation or US for a vacation is good, bad, ugly. That's not my call. It's your call. But it translates into 1 year's income, translates into 2 years income, or this car translates to 3 years income. This house translates to 10 years income or 12 years income, right? So write down and then find that where do you find time for yourself. If 10 years of your income is for the car, and another 7-8 years is for the house, and another 5 years is for kids education, or another 8 years is for kid education, once you translate, then you ask yourself, do I need to spend 10 years on the house and 2 years on my children's education? Is my children's education, isn't it more important? That might force you and rethink, saying, I don't need such a big house, I can take a smaller house, or even better, in this country where capital is so short, let me invest this money and stay on rent, because renting is still much cheaper than buying in most parts of India, right? So when you translate money into time and time into money, it makes you rethink about your priorities. That is what I'm saying. So when Benjamin said time is money, this is also what he could have meant, right? He also meant that money and time are fungible. You choose on what you want to spend. So if you think it is going to take ironing clothes, if you think, oh, it's in 5 minutes I can earn much more than what I spend in a month on ironing, you might as well get a guy who will do all your ironing, or the maid that you hire at home. You say, okay, this is my half a day's effort, and for that, for the whole month she will work, so it is worthwhile. So don't just look in rupee terms. When you look at an item, I mean, when you look at, let's say you've gone to a hotel and you're looking at samosa, don't look at that samosa as only 20 rupees. Look at that samosa as saying, this is 20 rupees, but it will put enough calories in my body that it will take me 3 hours to work it out in the gym. So 2 samosas is 6 hours of gymming. Do I want to do 6 hours of gymming for these samosas? Your answer might be very different from saying, oh, it's only 40 rupees for a plate of samosas, right? So translate everything into money terms to time, and time terms to money, and based on that take a decision. Sit with your wife, sit with your children, find out what price you are willing to pay in terms of time, right? So there are many women who complain that my husband stays late, etc., 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 but they also want their annual vacations, they also want a new house, they want a new car every few years. Please understand, time and money are fungible. You choose what you want, husband's time or vacation. You can't have both. Thank you.